Here's my story very simply. Ken has a hard time understanding that nothing happens by accident. I'm Catholic. I go to St. Elizabeth Seton Church in Ridgefield, Connecticut. I've been married 38 years. I have 4 grown children that are doing better than I have, despite me, than I ever thought they would, and I have a beautiful wife. How that happened, I have no idea. I think I'm just eternally grateful. The second thing is that you shouldn't share outside of here. Ken has a hard time understanding perspective. He's got blinders on, as Phil would know, though he drove with me in here today. The third thing about Ken is he has a hard time saying yes. So those 3 things. I have a hard time with perspective. I have a hard time understanding it's not my will, it's thy will. And Ken has a hard time saying yes. So, how did I get here on September 26th at 7 o'clock in the morning, speaking in front of 40 guys, of which I know maybe 10 of them? So, I'll ask you guys a question. How many still have a mother that is alive? Can you raise your hand? I'm going to say 15. And I'm going to say there's 40 guys here. 25 have mothers that have passed away. Mine is 87. And if you ever want to visit her, she'll always welcome you and feed you. So I run my own business from a little storage facility in my house, in my office, by myself in Ridgefield, Connecticut. My mother calls 10 o'clock. Kenneth, come and get Mary Grace's dress. Wait a minute. I got to go to Norwalk to get a dress for my daughter? You're crazy. I try to come up with every excuse not to go. Come, I'll give you lunch. No, Ma, I can't have lunch. Why don't you bring it to Ridgefield? She's got the thing tonight. I made the dress for her. I fight like all heck. I go to lunch. On the way from Ridgefield to Norwalk, there's a little road called Elmwood Avenue. Beautiful road. I've driven on it 100 times. It's 11:30 in the morning, and I see a man walking with bags of groceries, and he looks like that man back there with the gray beard and white hair and baseball hat. He hasn't changed in 5 years. I say, do you want a ride? Of course I do. Puts the grocery bags in the back. I take him to his driveway. He talks to me for 10 minutes. He hands me this card, of which I still have, and which are up there. He says, would you take me to Darien tomorrow morning at 6:30? I'll give you $50. No. What do you mean? I don't even know this guy wants me to take her to Darien. Give me $50. Oh, hey, I'm Italian. I'm skeptical about everything. So, no. Well, here's the card. If you ever need it, call me, use it. All right. So, I do end up having lunch with my mother. She had Richard bring clams over in the morning because she knows I like linguine and clam sauce. I have a feast like it's the Last Supper. She hands me Mary Grace's dress. I say, where's the other part of that dress? Is there a sweater that goes with it or something? You know, when did my daughter get to wear a dress like? She shows up that night. When did she get to look like this, Linda? So anyway, now it's 8 months later. I'm sitting in my office, lonely. The phone's not ringing, no emails. What the heck am I doing trying to run this business? I got to get out. I go through my cards. I pull this thing out. You know, I got to go out and see people. I got to get out of here. Richfield's so stupid. So I come. And I eat bacon and eggs and bagels and coffee and orange juice. Put my $20 in. How was the breakfast this morning? Good, honey. It was good. Nice speaker. And guess what? You get to eat all you want for $20. Good. You going to go again? No, I'm not going. Remember, Ken doesn't say yeah, no. A couple months later, I go again. How was the meeting? Good, baking it in, blah, blah, blah. 20 minutes, I sat there quietly, don't talk to anybody, drove back. Still, I could still work, 9 o'clock. Again, it happens. I say, I got to go more often. So I go, and as Paul will say today, has said today, he said, come to the Sugar Bowl. Why don't you come and talk? Don't just come for entertainment. Don't just come for the food. Don't just come for the speaker. This is not Netflix. Come and participate. Paul was speaking to me. He could have said, Ken, come to the Sugar Bowl. All right, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to that NCS thing again. So now, a couple months later, this is going on in my business. I don't understand it. How could this be happening? I'm going to lose everything. You know what? Those guys from the NCS, they're pretty smart. I'm going to go to that Sugar Bowl. I'm going to bring this problem as a case study and see if they have an answer. I know I'm over, but give me about 2 more minutes, Paul. So I go. They're sharing stuff. I'm not the only one with a problem. This one has a teenager. This one has alcohol. This one has a crisis. Man, maybe I'll go last of the 4, and maybe they'll end the meeting, but I don't have to share. So anyway, I have to talk. And I outline my whole problem. I'm waiting for an answer. You know what they did? They prayed over me. And they said Bible verses. You know, I don't know who Deuteronomy was or Corinthians were. Or, I don't know this Romans. I thought Romans was like one of my relatives. They knew these things like it was a Chuck Berry song. They're ripping them off. I go to church. How come I don't memorize? Anyway, honey, how was Sugar Bowl? Lynn was a waste of time. Well, are they going to help you or not? Lynn, they prayed over me. They what? They held my hand. One over here, one over here. They prayed. It was weird. Honest to God, a week later, that's why it happened. The answer came to me. I couldn't figure it out. I lost sleep. I got 2 more gray hairs. I'm up to 4 now. So then, it worked. I went again. I'm going 2 weeks again with my next problem. What did they do? They prayed over me. Solved. I said, you know what? I'm going there. I'm not going to bring my list. I got a whole list of things I bring. I'm going to listen, and I'm going to pray for them and try to help them. And it's been tremendously rewarding. It's been tremendously. So, now, nothing happens to us. Nothing happens by accident. How did I get here? Was it my mother making the dress? Was it my mother inviting me over for lunch? Did God put that man right back there on Elmwood Avenue with bags at 11:30 for a certain reason? Did he give me that card for a certain reason? Where is it? It's right here. No. Things don't happen to us. Things happen for us. I don't understand why. Why could a man with one of the most prestigious law firms in the world, I'll say it, quit and do this? Wow. There's a reason. Put things in perspective, Ken. You have a mother. She's 87. She makes beautiful dresses, giving you lunch. You have a car. There's a man walking with grocery bags. Wait, I got emails to answer. I got billing to do. Thank you for having me here today. Please try to listen to God's plan and say yes. Be open to God's plan and be grateful. And I'd like you to repeat after me. what it says on this card. So repeat after me. The New Canaan Society. Through friendship. Men helping each other. Become better husbands. Fathers. And leaders. Live pure. Speak truth. Right wrong. Follow the King. I keep it on my desk and I try. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for having me here today.